Good morning. Good morning. As you can see in my title, I'm going to get right to it because what I have to say is so important to me. And I believe that I'm prayerfully, that's why I go live, is just so I can impact others, not so I can watch myself talk. Because sometimes I don't really want to watch myself talk. But listen, this message is so important. I literally on my walk brought a post-it note because I'm like, I don't want to forget what I want to say. There are some critical things I want to say right now about what's happening in my life. And again, I believe that this might impact your life if you're struggling in the same areas that I am, because I've recently had a breakthrough. And this breakthrough is just seriously the most important thing in my life right now. I had gotten to a place and I had made a pretty vulnerable post. And the reason why I'm going live right now is I want to give a shout out to Gabby. Gabby sent me, she is a former client of mine, and she sent me a private message on Facebook just saying how one of my lives impacted her. And it really encouraged me to make this post right now. Because I like to talk about my journey, and I'm not one of those that presents myself as this perfect person, whether it be how I look. I don't have to be looking my best on these lives, in my workouts, what I wear. I try to just represent, the good, the bad, the good and all the sides of me, because I'm not always glamorous. I mean, who is, right? I want to be real. I want to be authentic. But so what I want to talk about today is just a big breakthrough that I had recently. So I had been saying on a live, I don't know when I made that, maybe a week or so ago, about where I was at in my journey, because I help clients lose weight basically through a program, right? So it's like there's a program that's already created. I lost weight this way. You could do it too. But here's the truth. No program is going to work if you're not ready. So I've had many clients, and if I'm going to be really honest, I will say majority of clients do not reach their goal. There you go. I said it. Majority of clients do not reach their goal. It has nothing to do with the program. It has to do with your readiness. And people think that they're ready, and they're just simply not. They think that they can do it, and then they start self-doubting, and they resort back to old habits. So what I'm going to tell you is that my journey's been less than perfect. I lost 45 pounds, but I wasn't out to lose 45 pounds. I was out to lose 60 pounds, to get to really what I felt like was going to be my best self, the weight that my body really, I think, should be. Because everybody's ideal weight is not the same, but I didn't reach mine. So I even myself didn't reach my goal. And I stayed at that same weight for a while. And then when I moved to Texas, I just started gaining weight. And nobody's fault but my own. And I had a really hard time getting back to where I was. So I have been struggling. And my sister Renee, I talk to her all the time. She goes, how are you doing with your diet? Because listen, I kill it in the workouts. I freaking love working out. Now, not everybody can say that, right? Not everybody can say that. I do. I love going to my class. Like literally 5:30 rolls around and I'm like, yes, it's class day. That's just me. That's who I am. So, but I've been feeling really out of control with my eating, like compulsive eating. And here's the thing, and this is what I wrote down on my sticky pad right here. When you're compulsively eating, literally, I've been living in fatigue. I've been living in inflammation. My body started hurting again. So here I am going to work out, really excited to work out. But what was happening was, oh my gosh, my knee's hurting. Oh, my shoulder's hurting. All these things started happening. And I know it's because of the amount of sugar I started eating. I also started, I'm reading it. I want to make sure. I started to become less productive. I started to let my house go. I felt like I didn't know what my purpose was anymore. And I lost some joy. I was not posting as well. Y'all probably think I was posting a lot, but in terms of the type of content, like I just post myself working out. Like I feel like that's all I've been posting lately is just workout, because in the middle of the day I crash. Like that's reality. I was crashing. And here's my thing. All day long, I work from home. All day long. Just go to the pantry. No, Johnny, you don't need that. Okay, just one cashew. Go back to the pantry. Grab a handful of cashews. Oh, what is this, a cookie? Okay, just have one. You guys, it just kept going until where I literally was like, I don't know who I am anymore. because this doesn't represent me. And I started to get depressed. I started to go, I'm out of control. Like just starting to eat tortillas again, starting to eat a burger with a bun, starting to do all these things on a regular basis. Like I think I had a bowl of ice cream. Now I don't have ice cream that often. I've really cut out ice cream because I really have fallen in love with keto ice cream, which to me fulfills. But then, I don't know when I had a bowl of ice cream, but I was just like, what are you doing, Joni? Because these are all habits that just creep back in. And I was in a downward spiral. I wasn't feeling good about myself. I was gaining weight. My clothes weren't fitting. And I'm like, dang it, how am I going to get back on? So you know how many Mondays I've had? I'm going to start Monday. I'm going to start Monday. I'm going to start again Monday. I'm going to start again Monday. And then I fail and I fail and I fail. It's really hard to fail over and over again. But the thing that I'm not going to do is I was not going to give up. It's like, I know who I am. This is not me. Daily basis, eating and eating and eating. I mean, seriously, just eating and eating and eating. I mean, I can't tell you how much of a food, I don't want to say addict, but just compulsive eating. And I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? But feeling like out of control and wondering what day it was I was going to stop. What day am I going to stop doing this to myself? Going to bed just feeling like crap, not having the energy throughout the day, losing my joy because I just can't stop eating. And I'm like, when's it going to click? And you know what? It's different for everybody. So I've been living in this for a while, and I didn't let it steal my joy because I know how to do good self-talk, but it was stealing my joy to a certain extent because I just wasn't taking care of myself. Just wasn't. And, we all have different reasons why we stop taking care of ourselves. Maybe there's a lot of things. I don't want to go into those things. But we all have different things in our life that make us, whether it be food. Like I talk about food because that's my thing. I have a dear friend going through alcoholism right now, on and off the wagon. And I will tell you, I think it's my friend that's helped me, inspire me to finally say enough is enough. So wait, there's a good line. I had a good little cry. I want to get to the good part, which is, you guys, today I'm 5 days. I want to say 5 days clean because it is. Today is the 5th day. I've had an amazing week. And I can tell now because when I've had my day ones again, when I've had day one and I fail on day one, okay, I'm going to try again. It's like maybe 1-2 days. But you guys, I'm on day 5 and I know that this one's going to stick. I know this one's going to stick. I feel it in my bones. My mindset has changed. I truly know what I need to do and who I want to be and how I want to behave. All of it. Because I'm just not in alignment. When you're not in alignment, it just affects every area of my life. And ever since Monday, this week has been extraordinary. Just my joy is back. Truly who I am is back. My personality, I just really feel like I've been missing because I've had this abuse. I would say it's abuse. It's self-abuse going on. And you have to pull your strength from somewhere. But watching my friend, watching a dear friend go back and forth on the wagon, off the wagon, and seeing how it's affecting his life is so painful. It's so painful to watch somebody go through that. And that's alcoholism, which I think is a lot harder to go through. And I want him to win so bad. So I want to say that it was another friend of mine that helped me lose the 45 pounds because I had a friend go into rehab and she had a 2-year-old baby. And watching her reach her rock bottom and go into rehab helped me get to my goal because I was like, if I want them to be sober so bad, how can I not want my issues to be resolved? How can I not want my joy and my purpose to come back? So I said, I gotta want it as much as for them as I want it for myself. So I currently have another friend going through addiction, alcoholism, and I'm getting these regular texts about how he's doing, and it's just affecting me in a really good way because I'm like, damn it, I gotta want it for myself. I've gotta want this for myself. I'm not living out my purpose. I'm not living out my joy. I'm, working out and just still overweight and feeling crappy. So, so you guys, I wanted to come on because if anybody else is going through this, here's the thing. You've got to figure out where your inspiration comes from to pull it all together. And whether it's food or whether it's, you're a shopaholic, whether you're a hoarder, think of all the different things that we struggle with in life. Don't give up hope that it's going to be your time. You just have to not give up. I'm sorry, I'm talking and I have some wonderful messages coming through and I want to see those real quick. That's a beautiful balance of harmony and chaos. Yes, we need to continue and check in with ourselves. Yes, absolutely. So give yourself grace. Yes. And that's what's gotten me to this point is the grace. Like I don't get really down on myself. I've given myself grace, but then grace to a certain point, because when you get to the point where it's painful enough, the pain point is high enough. Because if I know what you're saying. Grace is important. But can you have grace and reach a pain point? Grace to a certain point, because I want change. And sometimes you got to get so uncomfortable for change to happen. With this change that I finally made, I feel like it was God, because I don't know how Monday was so easy. Monday was so easy. I am partnering with a friend. I'm partnering with a friend who also is like, I got to clean up. And we talked on Sunday. She gave me some guidelines. So basically, just so you know what I'm doing, I'm currently just trying to eat whole foods. And so very minimal cheese. I've had some feta cheese this week, but minimal cheese, minimal dairy, and cutting out any kind of pastas. I'm having some sourdough bread. I have a slice of sourdough before I work out with either avocado or peanut butter before my workout, and then I don't really have any more bread. Milo, come on. And then I might have some brown rice. But because I am working out so much, I do want to include some carbs. But all the crappy carbs, and sweet potatoes, those are great. But all the crappy carbs out the door. No buns, no tortillas, no anything like that. Anyways, and I've been feeling fantastic. And here's the thing too, I was overeating to the point where I just felt so lethargic. And this is the old me. This is the 2018, 2019 Joni, before I lost 45 pounds. The feeling of being full sucks. I had lived in a state of fullness. If you're in a state like me, when you're feeding yourself those extra carbs and those extra sugars, they really want more. That's where the compulsive eating comes in, because I'm not stabilized. My blood sugars are not stable. So if I go without eating too long, I don't feel well. So that's why I want to go eat more food. It's like, well, I don't feel well. I probably need to eat again. But it's not because I'm hungry. It's because the sugar in me is craving. You're like, go get more. It's like this little evil devil inside of you going, go get more. You need more. It's like drug, right? We compare white sugar to drugs. So any kind of sugar that spikes your blood sugar level, you can't go too long without eating, because your body just craves more. And since I cut it out, it's been amazing this week how stable I feel. I can go a few hours without eating and not feel like shaking. So when you start letting those things back in, so many things affect you. And I have been here before, right? It's like, this isn't my first rodeo, but I've learned so much these last few years with losing the weight and then gaining some back. It's been a great journey, but I will tell you, day 5 today, I'm telling everybody this because you're now going to see that transformation that I've been wanting to make. So if you find yourself eating compulsively, eating without being hungry, I was giving myself grace until I was ready. Keep looking for that motivation, that inspiration that's going to get you ready to make a change. It's not always right now. There might be things going on in your life. Take good care of yourself in the ways that you can. So I've been working out, right? So I have been eating like crap, but I have been working out and I've had enough energy to do my workouts. So what's your thing? Are you really good at drinking water? Then get that water in every day. If you're really good at not eating sugar because that's not your vice, then that's great. So praise yourself for the things that you're doing really well. And the time is going to come, but never give up. Never give up. If you're 100 pounds overweight, don't tell yourself, oh, I'm big boned, or I've always been this way and I'm never going to change. You're going to be right. You're going to be right every single time. Stop with any excuses that you keep giving yourself about why you can't be healthy, why you can't eat well, why you can't exercise. All excuses. All excuses. I've seen people in wheelchairs that have huge biceps. No excuses why you can't get things done. Sometimes it's the right timing. If you're wondering, why can't I do it? Why can't I pull it together? Listen, I didn't pull it together. But you need things in your life feeding yourself, whether it be podcasts or people or going to church, whatever it might be, that's going to help you get to that point where you say today's the day. So stay on my journey with me. You're going to see a huge transformation. I'm finally be able to see those muscles I've been working so hard on because I've been under all this layer of fat for way too long, you guys. So you're going to see some transformation happening this summer. I'm super excited to see where I'm going to be at the end of the summer. I hope that this has inspired somebody. I'm just so thankful that I've reached that point where I'm ready to start, because by my birthday, you guys, I said it on my YouTube channel. Anyways, thank you guys. I see there's people watching, and you guys are the reason why I do this, because I've had people reach out to me and say that some of these lives have impacted them in a positive way, and I'm just so thankful. So thankful. That's why I do this. If I can make a difference in anybody's lives by just being vulnerable, then so be it. Anyways, in a week from now, I'm going to tell you I'm doing fantastic. I'm going to start showing some before and afters, because there's going to be some change happening. Let's do this. All right, you guys have a great day.